Hi and welcome to another EPLAN tips and tricks. So today we're going to be covering some revision. Okay, so I'll say that with a little bit of things because this could be a bit big, this one, so I'll try and get it under 5 minutes, but let's get cracking, shall we? Okay, so we've been making some changes to a project, or we've actually finished designing a project, and the first thing you need to do is turn on your revision control. So you'll find all your revision control underneath utilities, revision control, and the first thing that I would probably do is generate a revision. EPLAN, when you first finish a design, has no revision data whatsoever. So what I do is I generate a revision and I give myself my first project revision name. So in here I'm going to go issue A, comment as designed. Okay, so I'm at issue A. I press OK, and you can then see in my plot frame my project is now at revision A and it was issued by myself. Okay, and that is now written on every single page. Okay, so we pick up a page, it's written on there, and we can see that quite easily. Okay, I don't want to make any changes now. It's now in the design state. I complete my project. I am done and dusted, and if I want to, I can write a revision index against all of this to say 01 or 00 for every page as designed, done and dusted. And you can see here, complete a report when you have completed the project. We're actually not going to do that for now, but I press OK. I'm now locked in place, and anything that has a change we can see would be shown and locked. There are no changes. I'm just in issue A. Okay, we can now see up at the top here I'm in a lock state. So my project is now done and dusted. Okay, it goes down to the workshop. They start to put in some build materials and they find a couple of errors. They come back to you when you need to make some revision changes. So utilities again, revision control, change tracking. I'm going to generate a new revision. I would always choose to actually browse into the section here to see how people have written this before. You may be one of the EPLAN end users and you're receiving projects from lots of different places. Hopefully you have a standardization in place to know how you're going to call something. But if you don't, browsing into here gives you a good idea of what you need to call something. So this is issue B, comment, changes from build, and I know I've just spelled that wrong because I always spell from wrong. There we go, changes from build. I click OK. I now have a new database set and I now see I'm in issue B. I need to make a few changes to this one, so I'll come down to my schematics. So we'll just make it quite a simple change on here. So I need to change this from a 32 amp to something a little bit bigger. So in here I say actually, yeah, I've put in a 50 amp section on there instead, and you can see a change gives you a little circle just on there, a blue circle set. If I need to change something else or I need to add something, so in here I've got some fuse sets, I need to add some data or I need to add a secondary part number to it. So into the part set I can see I've got different fuses. I can browse into here, I can pick out a separate fuse, so power protection, safety fuse, from this one here, and I put in my safety fuse. I click OK again. You can see the changes are now being tracked. Again, making it very simple, very easy for me to do. I click out to a different page. Inside here, let's have a look. Yeah, I've now deemed that I no longer need this sort of lamp to make sure that something is on. So I highlight the sections that I don't want anymore. I press delete, and you can now see I get my deletion markers as well. All right, so we've made a couple of changes on there. I now need to complete my project again. This time I go to utilities, revision control, I complete my project, and I now get a little section on here that says, oh, please give me a description of any page modifications and what revision index I would like to be at. So revision index 01 for my pages, and I've used issues A, B for my project. So description changes from builds, reason for change, no longer required, light, something as simple as that really. I click OK, and I can now see I get my page revisions in here and my project revisions on the side. The most important thing to actually remember when doing this is you decide what data you see. EPLAN is available to give you project changes or page changes and both. So again, It's just a case of which data do you physically want to look at. I've modified this plot frame to show you your page revisions and your project revisions. But again, if I then break down into some of the other pages where there haven't been any changes made, so I go into this one, changes from build, I go into a separate section in here, you can see no changes have been made to this page, but the project is still at issue B. So again, we can do page tracking with overview revision tracking as well, or we can just do the individual pages. So again, it all depends upon what you want to see. Thank you for your time.